Welcome back. Well, just a couple of more minutes before we wrap up today. We're joined on the phone by Yomi Fawehinmi, who is a human capital development consultant. And morning, Yomi, and thank you for joining us today. Well, few days to the big one today, the general elections. Let's get your impression first and foremost. Are we focusing enough on the right kind of messages, and what do you think we should be doing building up to these elections?
Yeah, thank you, Chamberlain. I think we're not really interrogating issues very well. I think we're hearing quite a lot of promises from a lot of sides, but Nigerians are not really asking the right questions about how that's going to happen. I also think that some of the very important and genuine issues for us are not being put to the fore, and we seem to be losing the opportunity to get straight ideas as regards what's going to happen. In spite of all the discussions and all of that, we still don't have a clear agenda of what will happen when any of these parties coming. I mean, we have also allowed ourselves to get into some interesting concepts that are totally only for entertainment value. For example, we have advanced the need for having debates and all of that. We had a debate a couple of weeks back. We had another debate last Sunday, and I didn't hear any debate. I didn't hear any topical issue. I didn't hear anything that was going to make me go and think twice about the person I will have voted for. So the question is, we just do a lot of cosmetic entertainment and all of those, and not really addressing the issues.
Well, this comes especially when you now look at, the death, unfortunately, of Lee Kuan Yew, how he did transform Singapore from a developing economy to a developed one. And many also thought, look, there are similarities between Nigeria and Singapore, and how come we haven't achieved as much as they have?
Okay, one thing we need to ask ourselves is, what's the relationship between Lee Kuan Yew and Nigeria? I mean, it's very important for us to situate it properly. A couple of years after Lee Kuan Yew became the Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Lee Kuan Yew came and had a discussion with Nigerian leaders. To be precise, Tafawa Balewa of blessed memory, Okotie-Eboh, Minister for Finance then, Lee Kuan Yew in his book reported that he was looking for ideas on how to run his country. He was going around the Commonwealth and looking for ideas on how to run his country, and for any reason he felt Nigeria was a country that could give him those kind of ideas. And he came to Nigeria. How is it possible that somebody who did that in the 60s, today where we stand, Singapore will not even bother about what we think about issues? How was it that Nigeria could be an advisor to a country like Singapore a couple of years back, but now Nigeria is even looking for advice from an African country? How is it possible that a man that the world reveres, I'm sure you know that President Barack Obama came down here and said that Lee Kuan Yew helped him to shape their foreign policy. I'm sure you also heard that virtually all the heads of Japan in the last couple of years have chosen Lee Kuan Yew as a mentor. Now, that was a man that came to Nigeria in the 60s to get ideas to run this country. But what we have not done is that we have not focused on people. We have not focused to develop people's capacity to lead. We have had people that have come to power but were never leaders. We have had people that did not have capacity to lead themselves, given the opportunity to lead the nation. So what happened to us was that we had a system that was producing rulers, not leaders. And we also had a situation where we never built institutions, nor did we build the people. So at the end of the day, we don't have the right people, we don't have the effective institutions, and the result is collapse.
But some people will say that the kind of conditions that produced leaders who are idealistic, like Lee Kuan Yew at that time, the forces that propelled them to form the party, PAP, are also rife now. Why don't we see that idealism, as it were, reign supreme in the hearts and minds of our youth? It would seem that a lot of people are losing hope.
Yeah, I think one of the challenges we have is that there's a wrong definition of democracy in Nigeria. Now, because democracy is popular rule, what people think is that democracy means you must be popular in every decision you take. And if you ever got to interrogate the concepts of leadership as propounded by someone like James McGregor Brown, you say there are two kinds of leaders. There are transactional leaders and there are also transformational leaders. Now, transformational leaders make changes. Transactional leaders do transactions. The whole philosophy of smart infrastructure is based on the framework of transactional that I do this for you, you vote for me. Now, because you also need my vote, I must make you happy. Now, making you happy is short-term in nature, not long-term in nature. Now, when you are a transformational leader like Lee Kuan Yew is, you are thinking about the long term, because transformation is change that is sustained over the long haul. Change can be now. Transformation will go from now to the future. Now, for when you are that kind of a leader, you have the capacity to take ash decision that you know will take the people in the future which they are trying to do. Would you let me tell you something very funny about Lee Kuan Yew that we are all celebrating today? The American state criticized the number of policies of Lee Kuan Yew at that point, because at that point it felt it wasn't doing its people over the long run it has saved them. That's what they call transformation. There was a time in Singapore, for example, where it was found that what people had, are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, when people were in the boxes and taking the profit profits and they were eating chewing gum, when they finished chewing the chewing gum, they stuck the chewing gum they were finishing under the chairs. And the Kenyans that were cleaning the boxes complained to the Prime Minister. You know what he did? He came up with a policy to ban the consumption of chewing gum in public. That is a transformational leader. We were that concerned about the impact of chewing gum on health. This man had policies that guided on how many children educated women could have. I mean, while we are still struggling whether women should go to school or not in Nigeria, this man encouraged those that were educated to have more children, because we knew that with that children they were going to change society. So the point is we need to ask ourselves as people who think a lot of time saying Nigeria to develop, but if we don't have those kind of leaders who are transformational in nature, just going to confront the issues, then our country will not change.
All right, Yomi, well, unfortunately, we'll have to let it go here, but we will have this conversation in more robust tone at that, because look, talking about issues of development, why not? So, in the meantime, thank you for joining us today via phone, Yomi.
Thank you very much.
Yomi Fawehinmi is a human capital development consultant. Well, that's the show today. We thank you all for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
Well, thank you for watching. I definitely recommend this book to anyone. The chapter on family life is very telling. I think that it's something that all young people, even parents, should read and recommend to their children as well. Thank you for watching. I'm Maokwe Ogun.
Well, many thanks. Even though we know the examples, we know the leaders that we should pick and learn a thing or two from, we should just go back and see what we can do from them and not wait till they're gone and even use them for political gains. I'm Sulaiman. Later. See you again tomorrow.